Thank you, thank you.
You got a little bit here.
Yeah, I do.
And these are short.
Alright.
I would have tried to the king of course though, bro.
It wasn't easy.
I hope that boy ain't on the.
Oh, he's probably gonna do it again. But you know, he's human. I think he just made a mistake. And
I don't think those are mistakes, bro.
I think they were. I'll make a video about that soon. Sunburnt pretty. Is it already going?
Yeah, it's so good.
I got sunburnt pretty bad yesterday, so I kind of like drenched myself in sunscreen today, so that's why I look like this. Please excuse me.
Good morning. Can you please tell us your name and what do you do?
So my name is Felipe Borges. Some people know me as Phil, and I run the handball YouTube channel, 10's Finest.
How did you come up with the name for 10's Finest?
So originally, like at the very beginning, it was supposed to be just me and my friends here at this park, IS 10. So that's where the name like 10's Finest comes from, and then it kind of grew into this much bigger, greater thing where it's like all of handball. But the name 10's Finest just stuck, and I really like it.
How did you get into the sport? What's your story?
So I went to this school, the one right over here, and in 6th grade, at like recess, we would play ASS, which is a game where you throw a ball against the wall, and if you catch it with one hand, you can throw it at anybody, and if you catch it with 2 hands, you have to throw it at the person who threw it. And it was so much fun because we would basically just like, you know, hit each other as hard as we possibly could. And one day, I came here to this park on the other side, this court on the other side, and I wanted to practice throwing because I sucked. I was in 6th grade. So I came with like a little yellow handball and I was practicing throwing. And there were some guys, I don't know who they are today, but they were like, and I was obviously a little kid, they were like, yo, we want to play handball. And I was like, oh, but I want to like practice throwing. And they were like, okay, we'll teach you how to play handball, and then you have to give us the court. So they kind of like taught me the rules, and that was the first time I ever played handball. But then the 8th graders, when I was in 6th grade, were really like the guys who taught me, you know, the ropes and like how to actually play. So shout outs to IS10 and all of my friends that are from here and went to this school and came to this park. That's why I started playing handball.
What do you like about this sport?
God, where do I start? There's like, I like everything about this sport, pretty much. It's so simple, but complicated at the same time. It's easy to learn, but difficult to master. It brings people together. It's probably, arguably, the most accessible sport, maybe behind soccer, because all you need is a wall and a ball. You don't need any equipment. It's just you out there and your skills and what you can do against the other guy, or if in doubles, you and your partner against the other guy. But I think most of all, it's the way that it brings people together and like the community of it. Like, I live across the street from here, so, you know, the fact that I can leave my house any time of day, come here and instantly see like over 30 people I know, and it's handshakes all around and it's all love. I think that is probably the coolest part of it all. The fact that this sport brings people together, you know? It's like a watering hole. I love that.
How did 10's Finest grow so big? You're the biggest channel right now.
That's true. The short answer is hard work and dedication. The long answer is a longer version of hard work and dedication. I spend a lot of time. In the beginning, I was the first person to like edit. Well, I don't want to say the first person to edit, but like to edit as much as I did with the slow motion replays, which I still do from time to time. It's just gotten a little bit more difficult with all the other handball YouTube channels around. Now I'm kind of just like posting the videos up, but can I restart?
We could cut, you could tell me where.
Ask me again.
How did it grow up so big, 10's Finest?
Alright. I think the short answer is hard work and dedication. And the long answer is just the longer version of hard work and dedication. Like in the beginning, I was one of the first people to like edit my videos, and I put in like a lot of work into into everything I did, and I still do. So like, you know, if you believe in something and you stick to it and you work hard enough, anything is possible. And I started 4 years ago with, you know, only the number of subscribers that I had friends in this park, and here I am today with like 13,000 on YouTube, over 100,000 on TikTok, almost 50,000 on Instagram. So just fight for what you believe in, work hard, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do what you want to do.
How do you manage to stay consistent?
That's tough. I don't know. You just gotta do it because you believe in what you want to do, you know? Like from the bottom of my heart, I really, really do believe that handball can change the world. And like, I say this a lot, but it blows my mind that handball isn't, you know, huge, but at the same time, I feel honored that like I get to try to bring it to that level. So it's like a little bittersweet. But to answer your question, like, how do I stay consistent? It's just, you know, I believe in it, and I really think that handball can change the world.
How can it change the world?
How can handball change the world?
Yes, sir.
I mean, the same way that all sports change the world, you know? Like, if you look at, you know, what soccer has done for the lives of millions, what tennis has done for the lives of millions, the way that it brings people together, the way that people can make a living off of doing what they love. You know, like, that is one of the biggest goals of all, is to be able to provide a means for people to make a living doing this, because that's not realistic right now, but I think it will be in the future. So, you know, instead of any of these top players that also have to work a day job, if they can just play handball and they can inspire others to do what they love and make a living doing it, that alone would be enough to change the world. And that's one of the biggest goals of all.
What's your vision in the future? How do you think people are gonna make a living on this? What ideas do you have?
I mean, the same way that other sports do it, you know? It gets big enough that, you know, the sport generates enough money that you can pay players to play, you can pay people to coach, people can open up their own, because there's only 2 indoor facilities. People can open up indoor facilities like all over the world, not just in New York. You know, like, how many private tennis courts are there that people make money off of? How many, you know, basketball coaches, private coaches are there? How many, like, these are all ways that people can make a living doing this. And I think that handball has the potential to reach, if not the same, higher levels of success as other sports. I just don't think it's been given the light of day yet, and that's what I'm trying to do.
You mentioned a few handball channels appearing as your competition, or how is it helped, and how is it promoting, in your opinion?
How has it helped? I mean, it just brings more eyes to the sport, so that's a good thing. And I encourage competition. I think that it motivates me when other people, like, you know, upload videos first, or you know, do kind of what I do, because I want to do it, and I want to do it like the best. So it's good in 2 ways. It motivates me to be better and do better, and it also grows the sport, because, you know, more eyes, more views, that's always a better thing.
What will be your advice for someone that wants to spread the word of handball and then open a handball channel, or
advice for someone that wants to spread handball? Give opportunity to people that aren't as good as you. So, like, all too often, you know, like, even me when I was a kid and I sucked. You see this, like, parking lot right over here? When I was a little kid, we wouldn't play on the courts because we weren't good enough. We would play in that parking lot against that wall with the fenced windows. So, you know, when a kid, or someone, not even a kid, someone who's just not very good at handball wants to get next and wants to step on the court, don't deny them that opportunity. Let them play, let them learn, because the more people playing, the better, and that's how the sport grows. Just play with everybody, you know, and it's fun too. Like, I love playing with, you know, people of all levels. So play with people.
You've seen people winning every tournament. What does it take to win?
You can't ask me that. I've never won a tournament. What does it take to win? I mean, the same principles that I apply to my YouTube channel: hard work and dedication. You know, play a lot, practice your shots. I would even encourage you to watch your videos, and this is something that a lot of people have told me, is, you know, you watch yourself play and you see what you need to work on. You see where your mistakes are. You see, you know, what shots need improvement, and you work on that, and you just apply yourself, and, you know, that's what you see from all the people who do have results.
All right, Philip, a technical question. Let's say I watch a YouTube video on your channel.
Sorry?
Good morning, guys.
Let's say I watch a YouTube video on your channel, and there's a player named John, or a nickname. Then I don't want to watch him again, or I want to watch him again. Let's say I want to find his video, but it's only his first name. And there's plenty of people that have the similar first name. So my question is, why in handball they're using the nicknames and only the first name? Because there is no sport that promotes their athletes like that.
So what I do for singles videos, I try to include the last initial. Handball nicknames, I think it's just a street thing, you know. It's like, it's cool that, you know, Timothy is called Timbo, and Giovanni's called Gio, and, you know, things like that. How can you find them? I mean, you can always DM me on Instagram, and I'll point you to whatever video that you're looking for. I try to help as many people as I can get into the sport and, you know, watch the sport, and there will be solutions to these problems soon.
How many handball videos you watch in a day?
In a day? Well, so I've done a daily post every day for the last 4 years. So at least one, sometimes more. At a tournament, you know, I'm watching dozens of games. I watch a lot of handball. I think I watch more handball than the average person would say is healthy.
How long it takes you to edit a video?
A long time. A proper video, like on YouTube, anywhere between like 2-4 hours, because I edit it once and then I review the edit as a draft. If it's an important game, I'll do it a third time, or I'll review it a second time. And then I watch the video after it's finished to make sure that there's no errors. So it takes me a long time. It takes me a long time to edit the videos.
Let's talk. Mention some names, please. You know technical stuff. Can you tell me, like, top players, what are their best skill in your opinion?
I mean, at the top level, everyone kind of is well-rounded at, you know, everything they need to do. Some obvious examples would be like David Velez's power. He can hit the ball really hard. Davo's hustle. He can run for days. Taiwan's consistency. Like, he has the ability to lob it from almost anywhere on the court at all times. I mean, the list could go on for a long time.
Go on.
Go on. I don't know.
How about B players? Who do you think are the next stars in the sport?
Who do I think are like the next A players?
The next biggest player.
I mean, right now at the top, you got like Mo Manzi comes to mind. Hap. I am drawing a blank on B players right now. Alexis Castillo. Ja's really good. Some of the guys from my park are pretty nasty. You have Danny Gill, Billy Papadimitri. I don't know, I'm too tired. I'm running on no sleep to think of more names.
Let's mention some of the competition that you have and what do you like about it. Like some of the channels that you look up and look what they have.
I mean, there's not really like much to say. They all just kind of do, like, nothing really sets any of them apart from any of the others, I think. Like, you have, you know, Impact Pro, Wall Ball Universe, NYC Handball 4K, Smack the World Entertainment, HU. and they all just, you know, they make handball videos just like me. What do I like about them? That they like handball. I like people that like handball, so
Well,
that.
you're paying attention also like the thumbnails and description and all of that. Can you tell us why is that important in your opinion?
I mean, thumbnails are what get people to click your videos. So what I do for my thumbnails, I just look for an interesting moment in the game. So like, I'll scrub through it, or while I'm editing it, I'll find like the best moment, and then I'll screenshot it. So like, it'll be like a cool dive. I'll screenshot that, and then I'll put the name of the tournament and like what round it is. So that's what I do for all my thumbnails.
What else would you like to add to this conversation? Like tips and anything?
Play handball. Don't give up on it. A lot of people say that like handball is going nowhere. Handball is a dead sport, a dying sport. I couldn't disagree with you more. I'm gonna show you that your opinion on that is very wrong, because handball is growing every day. The numbers are going up every day, and this sport is going to change the world. So don't stop playing handball because you think it's going to go nowhere. Don't stop playing handball because, you know, any other reason. If you love handball, play handball. And that goes for anything, like whatever you love to do. If you love to like collect rocks, don't let anybody tell you that you can't collect rocks. Collect rocks, do it because you love it and love what you do.
Well, thank you for all the work, and I hope all the work you do, and I hope you set the bar at least 1 million or more.
I hope so too.
And
I'm a long ways away.
thank you very much for your time, man.
Thank you, brother. You're the best.
You too.
Philip, how many viewers you got today?
I think 1,040 we peaked at. It was crazy. That's the most I think I've ever seen for a live handball stream.
Congrats. Good job, man.
Thank you.